Self-discipline is the center of all material success. You cannot win the war against the world if you can't win the war against your own mind. Because I was like, I want to be the biggest movie star in the world. I look at skill and talent separately. Like, Pete, you're born with talent. You know, it's like there's certain things that you just do naturally. You were gifted with a talent, but skill is acquired through discipline. You know, I've never seen myself as particularly talented. Where I excel is I'm willing to die in the process of acquiring skill. The concept of improving lives runs through the center of everything I do. And then I realized that the way to improve lives is to continually improve yourself. Good people have to get out of the bed every day and try to empty the ocean with a ladle. It is your commitment to your personal evolution, your personal growth for the purpose of assisting others.
Life is hard, right? Like, yeah, you might get hurt. Your heart might get broken. You still gotta commit. Don't hesitate. Go. Commit. You gotta commit. You know, you might get hurt, you might lose something, but it's like you can't experience the joy that is intended for you in life if you don't go.
We actually have to cultivate a taste for peace. We're actually addicted to things that agitate and aggravate us. I'm going to be quiet, I'm going to be still, and I'm going to be alone.
How dare you say you're done? How dare you say it's over? How dare you commit to the things that are not giving you the ammunition and the strength to carry on? Stop letting your weakness and your fears and your misery and your doubt, all of these things are hurting you. They're pushing you back. They're making you think that you're less of yourself. Do you realize who you are? Do you know what you are? Do you know what kind of person you are inside? Do you realize that you matter more than you think? The problem with you is that you're thinking too much. Stop thinking and start doing. You don't have that right to think less when you're worth much more. So if you think your life is so miserable and there's nothing left for you, maybe you're that person that's not fighting cancer. Maybe you're that person that's not homeless. Maybe you're that person that doesn't have nothing else left to give because they have nothing at all to give back. They've given everything they thought they had, and now they feel their life is over. But I'm here to let you know that you are not over. You just gotta get over, and you gotta keep going. You gotta keep believing in something and stop believing in the things that are not gonna make you more than what you are.
Stepped into our hearts, folks, because that's all we got to do. You know, I've said so many times, if people stepped into their moral compass and they refused to comply with any legislation which caused them to step outside their moral compass, we could change the world in a single day. It's really that simple. All you have to do is remember who and what you are. Remember that you have value. Remember you're having this emotional conversation with reality all the time. You know, there's this energetic exchange going on all the time. Put yourself in the correct energetic state. No stake in the outcome. You're only here for a breath. You're only here for a temporary experience. What do you care if the world destroys itself? I mean, really, it's here for you to come and grow your soul. What happens to it after you leave is not your concern, and what happens to other people is not your concern until their actions start affecting your soul choices. And this is what this is. This is a soul choice. But you've got to remember that if you're an awake human being and you're awake to what's going on here and you're aware of what's going on here, well, you came here for this test. You made the decision before you came to come here to go through this test and to go through this exam because you know that you are capable of passing this test. And if you weren't capable of passing it, you wouldn't be here. So yeah, it's a great thing to know. It's a great thing to think about. The fact that you made the choice to come here to do this. And if enough of us get together and get our focus pure, stop hacking each other down. This is about a soul test. This is about a soul choice. And the best thing we can do now is become, one in spirit. Still maintain our individuality, become one in spirit. It's an interesting thing, isn't it? We want to get to a point that we're all one. Now, people are lonely. Often people are lonely. They don't want to be alone. And yet they want to get to a point that we're all one. We're all a single consciousness. And what happens when that happens? Well, you're all one. You're all alone again. Think how lonely it would be if you were part of a single hive mind. It would be. It'd be a really, really lonely experience, folks, because everybody would know everything about everybody. You wouldn't have any private thoughts, and you'd be lonely. You'd be lonely. I think you'd go completely nuts, knowing that every thought you were having was being monitored by everybody else. And all the thoughts that were coming into your head belonged to millions of other people as well. People would go insane with what's going on. It's just the way it is. So yeah. But I believe we'll come through. I believe that the truly divine human spirit will make it through this. So yeah, but just be prepared, folks. Be prepared. We do literally create our reality. We create the reality by our emotional input and by what we do, but it's a test. This picture is called Wisdom's Dare. It's done by a very good friend of mine called Adam Scott Miller. And as you can see, the way it's depicted in the picture, we do literally create our reality, but it's Wisdom's Dare.
Let's say there's 10 people in this room and we're all mediocre, but I'm the best of the mediocre people. I now think I'm great. I'm great. We surround ourselves around people that make us feel great. They tell us what we want to hear. The second we put ourselves amongst the uncommon people, we don't like that feeling, that challenging feeling of that person who's waking up at 3:30 in the morning and say, hey, push your on, we're going for a run. We don't like that challenge. We like that person who says, hey, man, I don't feel good today, man. And they say, oh, it's okay, brother. Take a day off, man. We'll get a pizza and watch the game. We like that. We love that feeling. Why? Because you understand, man, we're good, bro. We don't want that motherfuckers like this. Hey, man, no, bro. Get your fucking shit on, man. Stop being a punk. We don't want that in our lives. We don't want that person who's constantly challenging our weaknesses. We want that person who's constantly, making us feel nice and good and secure in ours. That's the mediocrity of life. We want to be the best amongst the average people. People wonder, how do you stay hungry all the time? Because after I accomplish something, I don't sit back like a lot of guys who graduate buds, graduate this, graduate that. They get comfortable. They wonder why I'm getting weak, man. I don't know, I lost my edge. What's going on? Because once you hit the top of the fucking mountain, guess what happened? I'm good. I'm good. So you wonder why you're falling down now. Because once you reach the top of the mountain, you got to build another one. That's mediocrity. There's a lot of people in mediocrity who have a nice resume, but they're one-timers, man. They hit a one-time deal. They busted it open, got a lot of money, but they're good. You're mediocre now, man. What are you fucking doing today, tomorrow, the next fucking day? That's why I'm listening to theorists.